Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be watching a new trailer about Black Widow, hence the hat. And also, funnily enough, I just got a new chair and it matches the color tones. Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen anything about Black Widow, and that's very exciting. I mean, personally, I don't want to see too much just because that could end up getting us into some spoilers. Sometimes trailers give too much information, so I'll probably watch this one, and then I don't think I'm gonna watch anything else if anything else comes later down the line, just because I do want to be somewhat surprised when I walk in and watch the film. So that's my thought process on it. It's kind of shifted around over the last few years. I used to want to know a lot more about characters and stuff like that, especially with the MCU, but now I'm kind of like, I'll walk in and be surprised. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'll watch this trailer and hopefully it's enjoyable. I mean, it's been a long time, so I do hope that the trailer gives us something more to be hyped about for this film. I think we have another month or 2 months until the film. I think it got moved back from May as well, so it might be in June, although I could be wrong about that. I'd have to double check. Maybe it'll tell us at the end of this trailer as well. Okay, so let's jump right into things. I completely forgot to manage the look of my my screen capture, so let's fix that right now.
You don't know everything about me.
I'm assuming that's from the Years on the Run.
Before I was an Avenger.
Because she has red hair.
Before I got this family. I made mistakes. Choosing between what the world wants you to be. And who you are.
July. Okay, so it's in July. I'm assuming this is Russia, but I'm assuming the last 30 seconds was mainly just to reintroduce parts of the character again. I don't think that we're gonna see anything from Endgame, because I'm pretty sure this film is supposed to take place before that. I could be wrong, because I mean, it wouldn't make sense to me for it to be after Endgame unless they're really changing some stuff, but and like having a way to resurrect the character, which I definitely don't think that's what they're doing. So I would say that this probably takes place before Infinity War, just because she doesn't have blonde hair in this trailer, at least from what the shots that we just saw. So my guess is maybe she'll dye her hair blonde at the end, or go back and see Captain America again at the end. I don't know. But that's just my take on it. And yeah, let's continue.
We have to go back to where it all started.
Oh, so is that supposed to be her with blue hair as a child? Okay, interesting. I do wonder if we're gonna see her be a spy as a child then, because I know that we've seen some of the stuff and we've heard some things about the graduation ceremony, but we don't know how old she was when she actually became a spy. So that would be interesting if she was a child then at that time, because that's the first shot that we've seen of a child like that.
Where did you think I was all this time?
We have unfinished business.
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
Wait, is Red Guardian their dad, or did he just train them? I'm not sure. Okay, so I guess we're also seeing more about the other people from the Red Room. And what I don't actually remember is if all the women and men from the Red Room are called Black Widows, or if that was just her. I don't know what it was in the comics, but I also don't know if they'd be changing it here either, so not sure about that. But I hope that we do hear a little bit more about who these other two characters are, apart from people that were also in the Red Room with Natasha.
I'm sorry. We have
had our orders and we played our roles.
It wasn't real.
It was real to me. To me, you were everything.
Bring her home.
Okay, so I'm assuming that Red Guardian and maybe the other two girls, along with Natasha, were playing the role of some type of family, and Natasha left at some point. That's my guess based off of this. And then we just had someone tell Taskmaster, I think, to bring Natasha home, presumably. I don't know who else he would be referring to, unless he's talking about any of the other agents or any of the other spies. Either way, that would make sense, but that's interesting.
Put your seatbelts on. She's such a mom.
Oh, she said, "You're such a mom." So I'm guessing that agent was older. I mean, they all look around the same age, so I couldn't really tell. But maybe she was meant to be their mother in a particular op for some reason. That's my guess, because they all seem to be spies. So that's my guess at the moment. Again, I don't know too much about the characters surrounding Black Widow. I don't know really anything about Red Guardian either. So the only character that I really recognize from things outside of the MCU, which would be apart from Black Widow, is Taskmaster, because I've seen him in a couple TV shows and stuff. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. Okay, she's jumping out of a plane.
One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
July 9th. Okay. So that's about 2 months away. I'm definitely very, very excited for the film. I've really wanted this film for a long time, just because I think that, well, I've wanted a film for both Clint and Natasha. I like both of them separate films, or even multiple joint films with the two of them, because they do work very well together, but it just seemed like it was never going to happen, which was unfortunate. And so when they had initially said that this was actually happening, I was very, very excited. I will say what's kind of unfortunate is that Clint, out of everyone, is the only one not getting a film of the original 5 Avengers. But that's just something that I just thought of. Regardless, I'm very, very glad to see that this film is being released finally. Unfortunately, you know, it's being partially released, I think, on Disney Plus, and then partially on traditional like theater services. But I don't even know where you would go to, like, what theaters are open. I have no idea. I haven't seen any theaters open near me as far as I remember. So that is interesting that it's being released both ways. The unfortunate thing is, of course, with Disney Plus, you are paying for your Disney Plus subscription, and then on top of that, you're paying for this particular film, which I don't agree with that model. I'd rather just pay for the film by itself, or not have it not be as expensive as it is. I think it's pretty expensive for the Premier Access film. So that's the one thing that's kind of unfortunate. If I'm able to watch it in theaters, that's probably going to be my preference, just because it'd probably be a better experience. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. I mean, this trailer seemed more like a way to remind us that this film was coming out, give us a few extra scenes and a little bit more of an insight as to what the dynamics are for these characters. So I do think that that is definitely something that the trailer did, especially with the whole family element. I didn't expect all of them to, like, it's basically a family of two sisters and a mom and a dad. That's kind of how it seems like their whole dynamic was situated. I do wonder how their grouping was originated, how all of that came together. Was it by the will of the Red Room? Was it something else? I really have no idea, so I'm very excited to see where this goes. I think it's going to be a very interesting time. And I did chuckle at one point, like slightly, because with Black Widow, she jumped out of a building or out of like a plane or something, and she was just like free falling. And I think that's a little funny just because I know her and Clint are actually just human beings. So the fact that they have her doing that is just a little bit funny to me because she's just a normal person for the most part. She doesn't have any special abilities, so yeah, I do wonder how she's going to survive that fall. But I guess that's also a little bit of intrigue thrown in there as well. So that's all I had to say for this video. What did you think of the Black Widow trailer? Did you like my reaction and my thoughts? And yeah, do you want me to react to anything else in the future? If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. And that's all I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe for more videos from me. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye.